Welcome to BUSA 207, Business Statistics for Decision Making. My name is Shelley and I will be your instructor for this course. In this screencast, I'm just going to walk you through a little bit about the class as well as how Blackboard is set up. So on this main page, when you come into Blackboard, this is what you'll see. You'll see my announcements. Any announcement I send out will also go to your email, so you should get it immediately. If you ever need to come back and look, they are listed on this page and the most recent one will be at the top. Next, I have my faculty information. Here's my email address, my phone number, and my office. My office is at the Aspen Creek Multipurpose Building, right above the library. So you can always come see me anytime during my office hours, and then here is a little bit about me. Where you want to look first here is in the syllabus and schedule folder. So here is the institutional syllabus, which you should see in all of your classes here at CWI. Here's my syllabus for my class, and you can go through here and you can see when we're planning to meet, what textbooks are required, all of our objectives for the course, as well as how I grade things, how I expect communication to go, and just basic expectations for the class. So we will talk about that more in class this week, but just let me know if you have any questions about that you need answered before class. And then over here is a main document that you really want to pay close attention to. It's everything we will be doing in the class and all of the assignments that will be required. You'll notice that some assignments are due before you come to class, some we're going to do in class, and then you have your main homework assignment that's just due by the end of the week. And you can open that at any time during that week when your stuff is open, so you can work on it before you come to class, but it is due a few days after when our week ends. You want to keep that really handy, print it out, check things off as you go, make sure you don't miss anything. So read through all those documents very carefully. Where you'll spend the majority of your time is in the content and assignments section in Blackboard. You're watching this video, so you've already seen the introductions folder. And so in here I've talked about you need to read through the syllabus and schedule, and then in this folder you also need to register for Connect. All of the instructions are in the tools used in class folder, and then of course you're already watching this video. If you have any questions as you're working through the content, because this is a hybrid class, you do need to have some of the content ready to go before you come to class. There are a couple of different ways that you can do that. You can ask me questions. You can either email me directly, and I try to respond very quickly to students. Or secondly, if it's a question that should be answered, that the whole class could benefit from the answer, please ask it either in the discussion board, the Ask the Instructor discussion board in Blackboard, or I also have a Facebook page set up specifically for this class, and you can click right here and you can like that page, and then you can ask me any questions there and other students can see it as well. So if you have a question about number 2 on the homework, you can't quite understand what they're asking, ask it there, and I get pinged right away so I can see it and I can answer that question for you. Now each week a weekly folder will open up. So here is week 1. This is what is statistics. This is the content you need to know for the week. Each week you need to come to class prepared and ready to go. So before class you need to have the Learn Smart piece done, and you need to have that quiz done before you come. That way you'll be able to participate in class as I can answer questions, do some practice problems, and just get into that content a little bit deeper and make sure you understand it. There are 2 folders down here. We have a content folder and deliverables folder. Inside the content folder you'll find the PowerPoint as well as the narrative, so as you look at the PowerPoint you can read what should go with each of those slides. And then typically week 1 is an exception because it's mostly terminology, but in the future folders you'll find that there will be Excel problems that go along with the PowerPoint as examples that you can look at and watch. And then also I'll post any Khan Academy videos that correspond with any of the content that we're learning. So there's a lot of different ways people like to learn, so I've tried to incorporate as many different ways as possible. Your book is also a great resource. It has really good simple examples and explanations, so check that out as well. Now in the deliverables folder I have broken it down. Here we have the things you need to have done this week before you come to class. You need to have the Learn Smart piece done in Connect, the chapter quiz, and then there's also a quick survey for you to take. And then by the end of the week you need to have the chapter 1 homework complete. And you'll notice that these all link in directly to Connect, so you can click on there once you have it all connected. And then there is also a survey right here you do need to take before class, and that's just in SurveyMonkey, so please complete that before as well. Each week a new folder will open up with the new content, and then you can just start working through it. I also have a resources folder here, and I may add to this as class goes on if I find some other things you should know. First off are some Excel add-ins. You don't need to worry about that right now. There's a couple things that we can embed into Excel that will do some of the calculations for us as we get deeper into some of the math content towards the end of the semester. We'll talk about that more in class, but if ever in class you don't understand what happened, you can look at those videos to just reference back how to get those into Excel. Now I also have a list of Excel videos here. We will use Excel a lot in this class. If you are not comfortable with Excel, I would recommend that you start practicing and using Excel a little bit more, because we only meet once a week, so I do have to kind of go fast and I don't want to miss, I want you to be able to keep up. So I did post several videos here that are done by gcflearnfree.org. It's a branch of Goodwill that's created these videos, and they're done very, very well. So if you don't know Excel very well, please watch these and go through and make sure you understand all the basic functions of Excel. I posted these videos because they pertain specifically to our class. So go through those and make sure you feel comfortable doing all the different tasks that are in there. And then in here I also have a link to Khan Academy. Like I said, I have posted the videos, but if you ever want to go straight to Khan Academy, there's a nice link. And then there's a great calculator site that does a lot of the different statistics we do, and I'll reference that throughout the class as well, but I wanted to make sure you had access to it, and so that link is there. Here's the discussion board that I was talking about earlier. Ask the instructor discussion board. You can click on that link and ask me any question. I will check that at a minimum of every 2 days and make sure I answer any questions that you have. As students, you can also respond to other students in the class. So if someone asks about a particular question and you remember you did that one, you're welcome to respond and say, hey, this is how you do it. It's a great way to learn. Teaching someone how to do it is one of the best ways that you can reinforce and learn it yourself. So I highly recommend helping each other out. Over here on the left, you also see you have your grades button. You can always click there. I keep grades up to date all the time, so you should always be able to see where you're at in the class. Student resources link has a whole bunch of variety of things in here, such as how to get through Blackboard, tutoring. There is tutoring for this class, and I will talk about that when we meet face-to-face, but there is tutoring at the Ada County campus and the Nampa campus, so you should have access to those when they're open. There's the One Stop, the library, the Writing Center, and so on. So all of that information is in here. And then you also have the Tools folder. And there's a variety of things in here as well. The Tools folder is where you're going to connect to McGraw-Hill. To connect to McGraw-Hill, you want to click on Tools, then McGraw-Hill Higher Education. And then you're going to click on this link right here, which will say something different because it's not paired right now. But as soon as you click on that, then it will connect you into McGraw-Hill Connect, which allows you to then complete all of your homework. So make sure you do that before you do anything else. Those instructions are also in the Introduction folder where you found this video. You can also send email. You can send me email through this link. You can also send email to other students in the class through there. So that's a great place to go as well. And then, of course, the course evaluation will show up a couple weeks before class is over, so you can evaluate this class. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me, either on the discussion board or through email. I'm happy to help out. I'm here to help get you through the class, and I look forward to meeting you later this week.